Yo, what's up? It's your favorite homegirl, Chrshy, to go back with another reaction video for show. I just had to let that breathe for a minute. Again, I'm knocking the dust off that. And we are back. I'm sorry, that was a little vulgar for y'all, but I'm excited because I'm getting back into the swing of things. We're rolling. That said, if y'all seen the title, y'all know what we reacting to. I have been personally covering BrklyntaeTae from previously known as Tae and Lou, the mukbanger couple that have decided to part ways, and now BrklyntaeTae, the more dom presenting one, they both have their own channels. But again, if you've been following any of my content, Tae started to do, she's also like a TikTok streamer now. So she had this whole show. This is me doing a quick synopsis. She had this whole show like for love, and she ended up finding a girl who right now we know her as Love. I'm not sure if that's Love's real name, but that's what we call her. They've been linking up, they met up, they've been doing some other things. You go watch my other video to figure out what those things is clearly. And now this video is her discussing whether she has a type. There is also a second video that's going to come after this where I'm reacting to Love and her actually sit down, and she's announcing her as her official girlfriend. Got some thoughts on that, but we're going to get into this. I actually haven't seen too many people covering Tae's content as of now, so again, it's still something that I was interested in and want to do. I know this video is a month old, but y'all know I'm just getting back into the swing of things, so I decided to spin the block and actually talk about this because this is a storyline that I wanted to continue to follow. I hope y'all are tuned in too. Let me know if y'all seen anything in the last month that I may have missed that I didn't mention already. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. But before we do, drop that intro, baby.
Oh, brother.
Right, go ahead and get this pulled up for us. Let's make it happen.
It's hotter than my list of sins in this car right now, but I'm gonna push through and give you guys this good old Popeyes mukbang. I'm trying out.
She always got quality edits, and I will say that I might have mentioned it before. I've checked out some of Lou's content as well on her channel, Just Lou. Go ahead and support her. And that you could tell who was the videographer, but you could even tell that throughout their whole chaos of things, right? But I digress on that. But again, I can't lie. Feel how you feel about how Tae handled the situation and how she's currently handling her situation now. But the quality of content, my mouth watering, and it ain't even like she always makes me hungry. Like hungry though. No, I ain't gotta spell that. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. No. I'm gonna leave that alone because I get on that no homo, no hetero, that pause stuff, and then y'all get all confused in the comments because I be throwing y'all for a loop because I don't conform, but it's okay. Nonetheless, what I'm trying to say is the food be sexy.
The sweet and spicy new wings, as well as the ghost pepper wings. Y'all, this is probably a really bad idea because I'm hot as hell.
This is probably a bad idea because I ain't ate nothing all day either, but we're gonna keep it rolling.
Also answering the question that I keep getting asked, or basically the comment I keep receiving, because y'all not asking me, y'all just telling me at this point, that I have a type. And apparently I like to date the same type of women. We're going to discuss all of this. Before we get into that, please subscribe to my new YouTube channel if you enjoy the content. I'm bringing you guys a lot of videos, whether I'm on the go, whether I'm at home, wherever I may be. And please go ahead and like this video if you don't mind so we could push it out. Let's get started. I forgot to mention I also have this new mango lemonade that they're serving. I think it's new. I don't even know. I wanted the frozen one. They didn't have it. That's just how they get down in Delaware. They don't never have shit. So let's just try it.
They don't ever have nothing at restaurants, period, these days. Like, it was one point I pulled up to a Popeyes and they told me what I could order. AKA, we ain't got nothing but this. And it might have been 5 items. Again, the average menu probably got over 60 items.
It's good.
Sweet.
It was sweeter than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more on the bitter side. I needed that bad. All right, let's start with the sweet and spicy before I get into what I have to say.
I'm
not
about to
even
say,
really legitimately that hungry,
I'm here for
but
the
I owe y'all a
food.
video.
I'm here for the food, but y'all know what else I'm here for too. We here for the same things. Man, I need to get me some food. I'm probably finna take a break and then bring back some food and this thing with y'all. Cause I gotta eat too, boss. Hey, speaking of that, y'all, if you've seen my channel before, then you know I do mukbang related content as well. Let me know if you want to sit down and eat together and any dishes that you would like me to start with. I usually do a lot of seafood, chicken, but I don't know how dirty I can get my hands in here. I'm thinking about doing a little popcorn too. We got a lot coming with that. But again, we're going to be snacking and eating together soon for sure. Had to let that ad run real quick. Let it get a little change.
Okay.
They look good. One thing about Popeyes, they don't go wrong with that chicken.
Okay. Let's first start by saying I am very happy that they're all flats, okay? Because I am a flat girl through and through.
Facts, though.
And I'm very excited about that.
You must have got lucky if you ain't tell them all flats. And I don't even know if they take requests like that. You got uber lucky. Never got all flats without paying for it.
The taste is there. The crunch is there. I really can't find anything wrong with these wings. I mean,
bussin'. I'm dancing and I ain't even eating. This might, what I got for dinner? I think I got some juicy crab in there. Let me hold off.
They're very saucy.
But if I eat everything that's in this house before dinner time, Popeyes, here I come.
I usually like drier pieces of chicken on the outside, not the inside. But I'm not mad at that. All right, let's try the ghost pepper.
Them ghost peppers, they good, but they ain't as spicy. Like
dry as hell.
I tried the ghost pepper wings during the whole ghost pepper wing challenge and stuff. You go, and again, mentioning my mukbang content, go look at all my shorts. Majority of my shorts are me doing food related content. Again, you'll see that's kind of how I started to build my platform on more consistent posting. But again, the ghost pepper wings are delicious. They're just not uber spicy if you're there for the spice.
Where's the pepper?
Exactly. It's not that spicy.
Did they give me the right thing?
They did. They just not that spicy, baby.
Where's the pepper, y'all?
That's been the dilemma about them calling it ghost pepper.
This is the blandest piece of chicken I've ever tasted in my whole life. I smell.
I ain't gonna say it's bland. Again, it was flavorful, and you taste like it's kind of like if a pepper was peeking around the corner. It wasn't really there, but it was there. It didn't show up to the party, but it FaceTime. Right? Okay.
Ain't no way. I will never eat this again.
She disgusted. It was not that bad, sis.
How was that ghost pepper? There's no pepper. There's no
not.
pepper on that whatsoever. I think they gave me the wrong thing.
The chicken's still good, though. The chicken
ain't
good.
No way. The ghost pepper could go to hell. We're going to stick with the sweet and spicy for the rest of the video. But let's talk about it, y'all.
For the rest of the Mick video.
First of all, let me say, I do not have a type. Let's just start by saying that. If you guys saw my full dating history, you would not think I had a type. You would actually probably wonder what's going on with me. Okay?
If anything, to that point, because for a lot of us to say, or a lot of the talks to be, she has a type, they're only basing it off of one person, her ex. Now, in that regard, there's a type S thing going on, right? And some would say, I would say, like to her point, maybe not in all your correlations to every type of girl you ever dated, but in your most recent history, this isn't too far off the blueprint of how you operate and the choices, let's just say the girls you're into, right? So I'll say that for sure.
You would probably wonder what's going on with me. I've dated all type of, okay, let me rephrase that. I've dated every single type of,
I ain't got no type.
African American woman mixed with something that you can find.
Not mixed with something. But it's given that I don't think Lou or Love are mixed with anything. That could be your type too now. You only dating black on black women.
American and African, African American and white, African American and Hispanic, African American and African American, African American and
What'd I just say?
I'm sure I'm missing
Black
enough.
on black.
But unfortunately for me, the reason why it may appear that I have a type is, I believe, three different reasons. One, it is not my fault that your girl likes bad bitches. I like bad bitches, okay? However they may come, I like them.
Is that a part of a type characteristic though? Like, I think that's a little stretch. And again, going back to when they say she be a little feeling herself, because realistically, the type is, you can even be more, I would say, featurist, and that's not necessarily a good thing in certain ways of approaching it, but you could like a certain vibe of a girl energy wise or features as far as physical characteristics, right? But to say, oh, I don't got a type just because I like bad bitches, that's what I'm trying to imply, that if you dated someone that everybody deemed ugly, that would then prove that you don't have a type. No, again, it's less about them being pretty or ugly and more about the physical characteristics, specifically of the Love and Lou. But again, I'm not here to compare them. I'm just dissecting and breaking down what she's currently talking about.
Now, one thing y'all can't say is, in the 10 years that I've shown you guys,
she do date some beautiful women though. Leave that there.
The people that I've dated, from the people that have known me from Tumblr, you could never say I was just dating any old thing in regards to physical attraction. We're not gonna judge anything else.
With type though, necessarily.
So that's number one. Number two, I am not the tallest person in the world, y'all. Okay, so naturally, the majority of my girlfriends appear taller than me. They might actually be tall. They might not be that tall, but next to me, they're gonna appear tall. I'm only 5'3" and change.
Hey, yo. I was thinking she was at least 5'5". Her and Lou had a huge height difference, if that's the case.
I know your girl got a 6'5" attitude.
True.
I'm only 5'3" and change.
Maybe that's that, what do they say, little man syndrome, or little girl, little woman syndrome, because they do be full of energy and personality.
So, if my partner is anything over 5'5", automatically she's going to look taller than me.
Yeah. Okay, if my partner is the average female height, which is 5'5", don't let her ass hit 5'6", I'm going to look like a jit. You can't say that, right? That's technically like could get me canceled. I don't mean it in a disrespectful way.
Number three. Seeing as though I date a lot of African American women.
Seeming as though. Is Tae not African American at all? Let me know in the comments. I thought she was mixed as well.
It is part of our culture to wear a wig, okay? A unit, some bundles, if you will. Whatever you got in your hair. It is common in the African American culture for women to have on a piece.
See, now I feel like she's leading the witness a little bit, right? Because she's chunking it up to them being beautiful, a little bit taller, a lot of bit taller than her, wearing wigs, when all black women don't necessarily wear wigs. But I digress. To her point, culturally, it is a thing, so I'll let her have that. But again, from what I've seen in my own personal opinion, I guess, that don't really matter, but my little 2 cents that I'm spending right now, I feel like it was down from what I seen of Love, and we're gonna check out that other mukbang with them that came after this. But it's even down to her poisonous, her tone. Like, don't get me wrong. How did I just get a chat notification? Who? I'm not live. That just threw me for a loop. Oh, I got a new subscriber. Shout out to Lashia JH. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. That might have been a new subscriber notification. Thank you. But no, if anything, Love's tone, I would say I get a lot more regal vibes from Lou. Like, there's something about Lou that's just poised. And Love gives, she's a little in love, and a little like mesmerized. So that makes her a little more, soft and stuff. And I don't think that's necessarily the same thing as Lou, but definitely the role she's playing gives low key Lou's replacement. Let's just say it. Let's just go ahead and address the elephant in the room, and then we will watch the other video and see how she operates. Because again, from just the format, right? Not saying her personality type is exactly the same, not saying how they interact is exactly the same, but it's eerily close to like your similar aesthetic. The only thing, you came back doing mukbangs, you came back, you've been the editor with the great quality, not taking that away from you. The only thing that was different was another black girl in that spot. So I guess that kind of is where it starts to lean into that, because again, how you're operating on the platform and what she represents is no different in the space that Lou represented. So I think it's a lot of things that this whole you got a type or Tae has a type encompasses, right?
And they all gonna lay their baby hairs down, most of them at least.
Mm-hmm.
And the hairstyle's gonna look alike. It ain't my fault I like city girls, okay? Maybe I like city girls. I don't know.
Done.
But it's funny to me, audience. Let me bring this back on you. It's funny to me how when my girl, Love, has her locks out, y'all don't have that to say. So it leads me to believe that you guys think I have a type because I date girls that wear wigs and that are taller than me because I'm short as hell.
Like I just brought that up again. I still feel like with Love's locks or a wig, the aura, the energy, the formula is there. It's like you created an infrastructure. And I'm not saying this is right. It's just a loose analogy. You're a business, the business of Tae. You created an infrastructure. You found a partner to collaborate with or an employee to hire, which was Lou. Somehow it didn't work out in that business relationship. You fired her. She got fired. She quit. Y'all both decided to part ways. She resigned, however you want to look at it. You hired someone else. That person just comes into the infrastructure. Now, granted, they might do the same exact job differently, but that doesn't negate that it's still the same position. Now, again, y'all, we could say, well, that would be anybody that she dated, but not if you go about it in the same exact formula.
And that are African Americans, I'm African.
To that, in bringing that analogy, she could create another business structure. Or you know what I'm trying to say? It's like, for that position to be filled the way it was previously filled or to continue the infrastructure, you have to have a lot of people who interview have similar characteristics for that same job description. You just get picked one over the other. That don't make y'all totally the same, but that don't make y'all totally different. I hope that didn't go over everybody's head.
American, and I just have a preference for my own type. For me, okay? For people that are like me.
Okay, so she is African American.
Y'all not gonna do too much on me, y'all. Don't y'all think I had enough already? Not too much on Tae. In regards to me, y'all, I want to have a family and have a successful love life bad enough that I'm not gonna let little nuances stop me this time. I'm being patient and I'm being cautious. But I'm also open. I think the worst thing I could do to myself at the age that I'm finna be, which is 35, y'all. I'm turning 35 this month. Happy Libra month coming up soon to my September Libras. I'm turning 35 this month.
Oh, she a Libra? I'm gonna leave that there.
And if somebody makes me feel the way love makes me feel, after having different relationships where there were ups and downs and me trying to, find a person that is most compatible with me, I can't let, opinions get in the way of that, y'all. This is my real life. I know I put it out on there. It might be entertaining, y'all, but this is my real life. Your girl does not want to go to sleep alone for the rest of her life.
Now, I think That's why I was trying to let her breathe, let her get it out, let her have a full thought. But I will say this is a good time to give my opinion on how I feel she's moving in regards to relationship, right? And don't get me wrong, I'm guilty of it too. Like, definitely prior to my current relationship, hadn't had anything that lasted too long, and every time I did end something, it was always one foot in and one foot out again. I'm gonna move on by moving under or over someone else. You're gonna say that type of thing, right? And I would say I'm glad she brought up her age, right? Because as women, let's be real, we're we're mass presenting, we're lesbians, and all these gender roles that you conform to within heteronormative ways of thinking. But outside of that, the core in all be all, at least I would say for me and Tae, for example, I'm not sure if she wants to have kids on her own or if she would like her spouse to have kids, but she literally just said she wants a family, right? So if she decides that her womb should be available for that, 35 is pushing it, right? That's just being realistic to the female biological clock, right? So on one hand, I'm like, dang, we are watching you do something similar, because if you heard the story of her and Lou and how they met, it was like after the second date, they dang near moved in together. They were inseparable for a month, and then boom, it was like from house to house to house to what we know it to be now, right? But the start was still very much, we met, we fell in love, we were intertwined, we ended up together for 5 years. Now, I feel a very similar approach happening with Love. She went and met her once for the whole TikTok love show thing. Then she went up, and I think they linked up again. And then next thing we know, girlfriend. Now, if they linked up a little bit in between that, so be it. But based off of what has been presented to us, this love with love is still very new. But again, her saying her point about finding someone compatible for her, who's to say though that that isn't love, but who's to say it is love? I feel like it's a little misguided though for her to say that it's us or it's the people projected onto her relationship, as much as it's still very much a new relationship. Like, people are gonna say whatever they're gonna say, and you don't have to take people's opinion, but I think one opinion you should take heed to is really taking your time, really being patient. And I'm with you, her. If she listening, y'all, period, y'all get what I'm trying to say. Tay, I'm with Tay in regards to being open, like she said, but to just, you're not open necessarily if you're already in a closed, exclusive relationship. Like, you're still learning and each other, and you're still growing together. And I'm not a perfect human being. Again, I can't tell anyone how to operate, but it is very cautionary. I've been cautioned as to her approach to this relationship. Again, why I have personally decided that I wanted to follow this storyline or what she's putting out there for us.
So I really ask for the times that Love will be on the channel, because she will be on the channel while we play out our journey, however long it may last, y'all. I'm also not naive, and I'll talk about that in the next video.
Good.
But
I'm glad she said that last part though. She's living out loud. Now, at first, I was like, this girl delusional. All jokes aside, because again, it's one thing to acknowledge this what I'm doing. I'm doing it because I want to do it. I'm going to rock with it until I can't rock with it no more. It's another thing to say that we projecting something that ain't true, or that this ain't that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not rushing this, da 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 da. And while I feel like her foot is on the gas, it's a little hovering over the brakes. Again, she ain't going, well, she might hit her with a, hit Love with that. This ain't gonna work real quick. Pull out at the stop sign. I'm just joking. At the red light, little curve side, pick up, drop off. I'm just joking. But it seemed like she's cautioned enough that if they start going down the wrong path, if it's a dead end, she can slowly put her foot on the brakes. Now, I know I'm using a lot of analogies, guys, but I hope you're following.
I genuinely want you guys to treat her as an individual and to treat my journey as a new journey.
Right.
And I know
she want a fair chance.
That's not the easiest thing to ask. But I'm asking. I can't control it if you don't want to. I know there's gonna be a lot of people that are like, no, F you. I get it, y'all. I get it. I get it. But to the people that are willing to grow with me and evolve with me, I really wish you would look at her as an individual, because as much as you might think people look alike in my past, and I'm sure there's other women you might say, oh, she looks like other people too. Y'all can say that about anybody. They've all had very different personalities, and that's what counts to me. If something didn't work out in the past, obviously I wouldn't want to repeat that. So I never want you guys to think that I am trying to do that on purpose. No, I'm just living my life and praying for the best, preparing for the worst, and just seeing it through. I can't be scared anymore, y'all. I can't be scared. I can't be scared.
Praying for the best, but preparing for the worst is a little alarming, though, because that means you're operating with the guardrails. So let's say when you play, here I go again, another analogy, but when you bowl, right, it feels good when you roll a strike, hell, even a spare without them guardrails up. It's like, I'm in there, baby. Sign me up for the pros. But when you got them guardrails up and it's still ding, 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 da, ding, 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 but it gets you a spare or a strike, it's not as rewarding. So the whole being prepared for the worst is like, I don't know, it's like bracing for impact when there's no wall. So I don't know if that's the best way to be. You can always be precaution, right? But don't be expecting the worst, guys. And that's just a little nugget for all of us in life beyond relationships. And anything we do, choose your words carefully in your thoughts. Be aware, in tune with your thought processes, because those things do come into fruition. And if you're preparing and expecting the worst, you're expecting the worst, you're preparing towards the worst. Come on.
Try love. I can't be scared if it doesn't work. No, I can't be scared if it does work. And with love, I'm kind of nervous that it will work.
I think that's what I was saying too. If it works, then fly off into the sunset. But you can't fly off into the sunset and ride off into the sunset if you got a weight holding you back, holding you down to earth. Again, it's times to be grounded, but it's times to be an airhead too. And somewhere in the middle, you can fall.
I'm nervous that it won't work. Just note that, y'all. Give your girl a chance to show you some things. And at worst, at least you'll be entertained. If it all comes crashing down like a brick wall. One thing's for certain, two things for sure. You'll be there to see it. So, next week, Love is coming to visit my house for the first time. She'll be staying with me for a week. And you see how I look hot right now? I have a feeling that's not going anywhere. I'll catch y'all soon. She might be in a mukbang.
Are you
okay? She had to get a little ad
mansions with bowling?
Well, where we at with this? Do she got anything else to say? It sounded like she was wrapping it up. Like we was finna get up out of here. Yes. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. They want me to get YouTube Premium so bad. Okay, bro. It's coming. I'm gonna get it sooner than later. But how did you guys feel about this reaction? Like, we're finna go ahead and tap into. So Love did come, clearly. She was in at least one mukbang video. So we're gonna go watch that now. But how do you guys feel about her conversation surrounding her having a type? How do you feel about my commentary? Let's keep the conversation going below. Again, fill me in on anything that I've missed. I don't overly tune into her TikTok too much, rarely anyway. Like, I'm a little hit or miss with TikTok content. So let me know if there's other things going on. There was a whole situation even before all of this where we thought that she was gonna be with one of the TikTok girls that she used to be with all the time, but that's a whole nother thing. Dude, is that still a thing? Like, there were clips floating around where two girls, specifically one who was a friend and specifically just another random girl who was like, she acting like she upset that I'm in here talking to you. So it's like, we know Tay to be a little player, have a little, razzle dazzle going on. So again, that was another thing, like I was just saying, that was a little alarming. So you decided to go ahead and make it official with Love. But to each his own, like she said, we'll all be here to watch it play out. I hope y'all enjoyed my video. Again, let me know in the comments how y'all feel about this whole situation. Like the video if you enjoyed it and share with a friend so that we can spread the love and keep it going. And if you enjoyed this video, I'm pretty sure you're going to like this one too. See y'all next time. Peace.